Oh, am I excited for this? I've been waiting for a couple of weeks. What's good, everybody? Welcome in to your Early Edge Champions League final episode of the brand. It's the biggest prize in European soccer, and we have arrived. Real Madrid on one side, Liverpool on the other. So let's not waste any time bringing the star of the show. And I say star, yes, because we were late starting. I say star, yes, because this is the person that has been professional all day long and not traveling, not on delayed flights, not saying, hey, can we move the show? No. Buckets can do what he wants to do. But Martin W. Green, I respect you so much for being here on time, ready to go, and educating the people. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, Coach, and thank you. I mean, it is the most important soccer game of the year, and we have had this scheduled for like a month.
Yep.
So I think it's pretty outrageous behaviour from Buckets, really. And to be honest, I'm not even that bothered.
Coach? Guru? Now that I am here, we can get into it, boys. Let's go for it.
Is that Stone Cold Steve Austin?
It is.
I gotta be honest with you, Buckets. You and Jeweler got one over on me. I don't think I've ever respected you more than I respect you right now. Oh, my goodness. Very, very well done. Thank you. Now, I was completely prepared to do the picks myself. But since you've arrived, apparently you're plane landed. And you're feeling all full of your swag and confidence and arrogance. Will you have that same arrogance when this game is over? Oh, that was a beautiful entrance. Oh, now we can go. Now I feel like this is the true episode that we were meant to have. So, gentlemen, let's get into storylines that could affect the betting lines. And again, 3 p.m. Eastern on Saturday on the big network, CBS, but also streaming on Paramount Plus. So, Guru, since you actually were here on time, I'll let you start first. Floor's yours.
Thank you, Coach. I mean, I'm just still blown away by Buckets. That has set such a high bar. I think for the next show, I'm going to have to like pour tequila in my eyes or something when I come on. That is just
the good stuff.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Oh, just sitting there, just drenched in beer. It makes me so happy. This is the biggest soccer game of the season. We have the champions of Spain, Real Madrid, coming up against Liverpool, who have won the FA Cup and the EFL Cup already, finished 1 point behind Manchester City in the Premier League title race, but they're bidding for a historic quadruple. There's going to be a wealth of world-class players on the pitch, carrying Benzema coming up against Virgil van Dijk. Just amazing duels all over the pitch. It's going to be fantastic. We've got some great bets to break down with you guys today. And now that Buckets has joined us, the show can actually begin.
Yeah, thanks goodness. And you mentioned on one side you got Liverpool, but Buckets on the other side you have Man City, and they have been an offensive machine this year. But will they have enough to beat this Liverpool mega squad? Talk to me.
Coach, we've got Liverpool in a very, very bizarre position today. They're kind of a lot like me going into this Champions League final. They're hungry, they're angry, they're ready to go. They're all kinds of pumped up right now. They had the potential to win a quadruple. Oh, thank you. The potential to win a quadruple here during this last week's EPL matches, but Man City pulled out the win and shut those dreams down. Now, Liverpool has the chance to still get a treble, something that has not been accomplished in England since the 98-99 Man U season. So we're going to have to decide whether we think Klopp and his men are up to the challenge of taking out Spain's powerhouse in Real Madrid.
Oh, and there's so many people on both sides of the fence, and that's what makes the Champions League so great. So we had to take our game up just a little bit more. So I asked you guys, give me your picks for the game, but also a little same game parlay to give everybody a little something to chew on. So, Guru, I'm going to let you start first. Give me your picks for the game first, please.
Okay, well, this is just a huge game, and Liverpool are bidding to gain sweet revenge. They lost 3-1 to Real Madrid in the 2018 Champions League final. Two huge goalkeeping blunders cost them in that game. They're a lot stronger right now. They responded by going out and buying Alisson, making him the world's most expensive goalkeeper. They've just got an extremely strong spine. They're a fantastic team. And I just really think they're going to have too much quality and too much energy for Real Madrid in this game. I can't actually believe that Real Madrid are still in this competition, to be honest. They were completely battered by Chelsea in the second leg of their quarter-final, thoroughly outplayed by Manchester City in both legs of their semi-final. They keep finding a way to just nick a last-minute goal each time, and they keep scraping through and scraping through. But I think finally their luck is going to run out in this game. So I've just got a straight Liverpool win at plus 110. And my other pick is both teams to score and over 2.5 goals at plus 100. They do play with a very high line, Liverpool, especially Trent Alexander-Arnold. He likes to get up the pitch on the right-hand side. That's going to leave a lot of space for Vinicius Jr. to exploit for Real Madrid going forward on the counter-attack. Karim Benzema is absolutely lethal. He's very, very dangerous. I think he could get on the score sheet. I can see Real Madrid scoring, but I can see Liverpool getting at least 2 goals in this game and going on to win it.
I don't think there's any question we're going to see multiple goals from both teams. I love those two. Well, 3 plays, but I like how you put them together. You can separate them if you want, but you get that plus 100 if you put both teams to score and the over together into one bet. Martin, stand by. I got still something more for you. But, Buckets, I'm going to come to you because there's so many different ways that you can bet a single soccer game. And for those people that you get confused about soccer betting when the game goes to extra time, there is a way to bet that, and I think you've done it for us today. What would that be?
I have done just that. You have to take, while the money line is a good play with Martin, and even though he was trash talking me a little bit, I do agree that's a good way to look at it. You can bet a team to lift the cup at the end of the match. That means regardless of who wins in regulation, if it goes to extra time, if it goes to PKs, all that matters is that your team is crowned the champions. A couple of weeks ago when it was Liverpool versus Villarreal, I took a future of Liverpool to win the cup. I'm still riding that now with Liverpool to win the cup at a juiced odds of minus 160. But I think they thoroughly outclass this Real Madrid squad, and I'll take that at minus 160 any day. Now, I was talking with Martin a little bit. Again, before the trash talk, Martin, we'll meet after the show and see what's going on with me and you. See if we're going to be okay to work together in the future. But
wow,
we've been through this, Buckets. I'm about 8 inches shorter than you. We're not in the same weight class.
You would never fight each other in the same weight class.
I'll make it.
You'll make an exception? Fight somebody
smaller?
All right, good for you. Good. All right. Continue, Buckets. What were you saying?
As a generous man I am, I do have a second pick here, and there's so many different angles and ways to bet on a match like this. So a bet that I really, really like here is Liverpool as the first team to score at minus 135. It does not matter when that goal comes, as long as the first one comes from the Liverpool squad within that 90 minutes, that cashes. And I think that Real Madrid has shown time and time again, they're a team that plays from behind. They're not the team to take that initiative in Champions League and get that first goal. So I'm loving some Liverpool action here today.
Yeah, I love it too. And I love all the different ways that we can play the same team in different ways. Russ says, great show. I like that you're doing soccer. Thank you, Russ. This is going to be a big part of what we do moving forward. So you're going to see a lot of soccer and a lot of these two guys. Well, at least a lot of Martin Green. All right, now, single game parlays. This is something that's become incredibly popular across the world. People love doing these type of bets. So, Martin, let me come back to you. Give me a little single game parlay that we can put something together and really feel good about it. Talk to me.
Okay, so as I've already gone for Liverpool to win, and I believe that both teams are going to score in this game, I have to stick them two together. And when you're looking for extra inspiration for a same game parlay, you're typically drawn towards the goal scorer markets. And I think Sadio Mane could be really dangerous in this match. So I'm throwing him into the mix to score at any time. He's a very dangerous forward. He's often overshadowed by Mohamed Salah, but he's been even more prolific than Salah in recent weeks. And he could play as the focal point in attack for Liverpool in this game if Diaz plays on the left and Salah's on the right. So Liverpool to win, both teams to score, Sadio Mane to score as well, plus 450.
You know what scares me is that I actually know all the players that you're talking about now. I've done so many shows with you guys that I actually know the big players in the game, which I'm kind of proud of myself for knowing. And hopefully all of you watching have learned some too over the last several months with my guys Buckets and the Guru. All right, so that is Martin's plus 450 same game parlay. Buckets, what is your same game parlay?
Mine is going to be a little bit different here. I'm taking over 0.5 goals in the first half of this match. And I do, again, think that comes from Liverpool. I think they're going to come out hungry, wanting to kind of break that Real Madrid defense and start quickly here. But I'm also parlaying this with under 3.5 goals match total. A little against what I normally do here, but if you look at how Klopp plays cup matches, he plays them much different than any other type of matches in these finals. In both the EFL Cup final and the FA Cup final, the final score was 0-0 and was decided by penalty kicks. Liverpool tends to play a little bit more defensively if they're able to grab a quick lead. So for Martin's sake and for his picks, I hope we do see a 2-1 type of scoreline here, but I am rocking the under with this. And finally, I'm going Liverpool over 6.5 corners. Liverpool loves their set pieces, and they do love attacking. So I think we're going to see a lot of corners in this match. Throw those three together, you get it at plus 475 for a same-game parlay.
You see, up until that parlay, I was rolling with you guys on everything. But that under 3.5, does that not scare you just a little bit? That a 2-2 – I can see 2-2 easy. Easy. No?
Coach, I will say you should know this by now. Nothing scares me at all. I am
other than your
I can't even.
Apparently the mute scares you, but nothing else. Nothing else scares.
Exactly.
Technology, only technology.
Only technology. All right. So we've done our straight bets, we've done our parlays, but we're going to give you even one more. Now, only one of us can win this particular play. So, gentlemen, I would love to up the ante just a little bit and do a three-way showdown. That, if one of our bets hits, then the other two pay that person our normal showdown bet. Are you guys in?
Sure.
Martin, you in?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so we're going to go first goal scorer of the game. All right, of the game. So I'm involved in this. So, Buckets, I'm going to let you go first, and if your bet hits, me and Martin have to pay you. And we all know what your Venmo is. All right, so, Buckets, who is your first goal scorer of this game?
My first goal scorer of this game is going to be Mohamed Salah. I think he is looking for the perfect final finish to an incredible year for Liverpool. At plus 350, I think that's phenomenal odds. He's been on the up and down, but he did just score against Wolves, and he did just get the co-winner of the Golden Boot in the EPL. So he's riding a bit of a high here. I love that plus 350 for Salah.
All right. I just realized I think I misspoke. I said Man City earlier in the show. I meant Real Madrid when I said Man City. You guys all know who I was talking about. All right. So I'm going to go next. And I'm going to say that Real Madrid will score first and shock the world and go up 1-0 like 12 minutes in. And then Liverpool, they're going to have to regroup. So I'm going to go with Mr. Benzema at plus 480 for the first goal scorer of the game. And I love this play because he is a man amongst boys on the pitch. I can't wait to see those Venmos come through. But for the sake of just humoring everybody else, Martin, who would you like to select in this competition?
I think that's actually a very astute pick, Coach, because he scored 48 goals in 52 games for club and country so far this year, and he is the heavy favourite for the Ballon d'Or. So you clearly have been paying attention. But I still think Liverpool can get the first goal in this game. And for me, it really is a coin flip between Mohamed Salah and Sadio Mane. They are the two most dangerous players for Liverpool. And I can get much better odds on Sadio Mane. I've got plus 600 as opposed to plus 350. I think it's 50-50, so I have to go where the value is. And as I said, I think Mane could play down the middle, especially if Diaz plays on the left. Then you'll see Salah on the right, so he's going to be the one that gets the most chances. I'm going Sadio Mane plus 600.
Wow. See, and guys, you just thought you were just competing against me. See how I sucked you in? And really the low-key savage capper at the early edge is this man right here. Show your face. The jeweler. Oh, and the jeweler. You know he's never backing away from a competition. Who you taking, Mr. Executive Producer?
Well, so the thing is, I never hit a VJM during the football season, so we're extending into the other football season as well. And, of course, I waited until, like, the last game of the other football season to actually give it a shot. I'm going to take Luis Diaz for Liverpool at plus 700 to score the first game. I don't have any astute analysis to this, aside from I was watching that Villarreal game and he had that header. And I always have had a fascination with English football commentators and just like their calls for goals. And whoever was on the call for it, he referred to him as the little electric Colombian, which just like made my heart sing. Story time. We used to make fun of like English soccer announcers and how they just always had like the most ridiculous things to say after any goal was scored. You know, there was like way more adjectives that were needed that were like vaguely insulting. So I'm going to take the little electric Colombian to turn the switch on for Liverpool plus 700.
Man.
Martin knows what I'm talking about. He watches a lot of English commentary.
I do for my sins.
Oh my goodness. This show started off the rails and it ended off the rails. By the way, quick question. I'll go to Martin on this one. Does anyone like a draw? I can see it going to penalty kicks. Either one want to take that? Do we like the draw bet as a value bet?
I mean, yeah, there is a danger that it could end in a draw. There's been a lot of disappointing cup finals featuring Liverpool already this season. 0-0 against Chelsea in the EFL Cup and the FA Cup final. So I can't rule it out. I would probably prefer to go for Liverpool draw no bet as that insurance play, but the value's not there. So I have to stick with my guns and just go for a straight money line win for Liverpool. But yeah, I can still see them winning it in 90 minutes. What about you, Stone Cold Steve Austin?
I agree with Martin.
He's trying to figure out his mute button right now. Go ahead, Bucky, quickly. Then we got to wrap things up.
I agree with the guru. That's all I got to say on that one.
There you go. All right. You've seen the recaps. You've seen everything. We don't need to show that again, but here's a quick reminder. Saturday, 3 p.m. Eastern time on CBS, but also streaming. If you're running around, you have your iPad or your phone or whatever, you can also watch it on Paramount Plus. We got you covered top to bottom. Cannot wait for Saturday afternoon. All right, a quick reminder coming up in 25 minutes right here on this YouTube channel and Apple and Spotify. We'll have our early edge in 5 if you're watching this live. Our storylines and best bets for tonight's game number 5 between the Mavericks and the Warriors. But for right now, there's only one thing left to do, and I believe you all know what that is. You've got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Champions League tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, I love them all. Guru, Buckets, Jeweler. I am the coach. It doesn't matter the sport. It doesn't matter the day. We're here 7 days a week, 365 days a year, and we're here for you. Tell all your friends. We want them at the early edge. Good luck.